Is what I left off at, and I'm going to touch up on that a little bit to lead you to more research for yourself to attain positive energy. Because at the end of the Spanish flu, what I'm going to end with, that is what destroyed, in my opinion, the Spanish flu. But we left off at people started to turn from inside out. Wasn't no medicine, wasn't no vaccine at that time. Oh, that's what the research, what I read, said. The people started turning inside and boosting their immune system. What I can relate that to now, the natural fruits and berries that's out here.
Yes.
A lemon got the highest vitamin C. You can eat a raw lemon like I just did an hour ago.
And your body is 95% water.
Yes.
Stay hydrated.
And your body, your vessel, your temple is what I believe the strongest energy in the whole cosmos. I say that again. Your vessel, your temple, your body, your internal spirituality, your soul will never die. It is the strongest force in the universe. That leads up to me why they take it from you with distractions. TV, cell phones, bills, currency, negativity. Because if we became as one, which will become one at the end, you shall see the glory of energy. And when people touch on it and being forced to attain it, that's how a pandemic can well end, just like the Spanish flu. So what had happened was when they started turning inside out, people's immune system got stronger. But the virus, from what I think, got a brain. From leading up to, from William Henry Welch came up with. I mean, he didn't necessarily say that this Spanish flu had a brain, but he also agreed with John Henry that this virus was humiliating to the scientist world because they didn't have enough time to study it. So from what his book that he wrote within agreements with other people to say that the Spanish flu never died. It had a brain. It started seeing the energy getting strong against it, and it mutated, went away. Strangely, it just disappeared. Not saying that it came back periodically through time to test the energy of the world. What I would say, it came back as strings of flus, which is now all the way up to the modern day. Came back as the swine flu.
The H1N1.
Many different strains of flu that has still caused many tragedies. So that would lead up to ending of the history that could be continued from you.
Right. And so you can decide to do two things. Number one, you can decide to do acts of kindness by choosing to be others focused, creating margin, living intentionally, doing them scared, stop putting them off, valuing the small start, and developing the trait of kindness. Dare I say, you will feel good about making someone smile afterwards. Or you can change nothing in your life and be discontent as you hear other people's stories of connections and kindness. You have the choice to decide if you will practice acts of kindness, overcoming these 7 things or not. But if you don't, you might leave a little hole in the world where your brightness could have meant the world to someone, and through that become more aligned with who you were meant to be and change the world a little bit.
Wow. And I agree. I agree that manpower against the spirituality, which is kindness, to me, I believe that it is a higher power, and that higher power, which created all living entities in the universe, controls everything as the humans try to figure out the puzzle.
That's right.
And so with that, we're going to lead up to the vaccine. I'm going to connect the dots to the history to where we are with the vaccine. What I'm about to say in the next half of the show, which I believe in, which me and Queen Summers and my family believe in, we got the cure to COVID-19.
You want to stick around?
Yes, my people, and we'll spread that love to you, because Transitional Changes and my family can't do it alone. Just come on back in, relax, get ready, because we on a ride.
Stick around.
All right, welcome back to Transitional Changes Mission podcast show with your host, King Summers.
And your host, Queen Summers. We hope you are enjoying our show tonight. And I hope that you will have shared us, liked us, loved us, looked at our pages on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We very much are appreciative for you listening to our show this evening.
And we would love you and keep appreciating you forever. Take this as our opinion. I can't stress that no more than anything I know. This is my and Queen Summer's opinion about the vaccine. Like we stated before, we're not trying to deteriorate nobody from going to take the vaccine or go get the vaccine. We are at neutral points. We ain't going to express our personal things that we are doing towards a vaccine, but we are doing something that I'm elaborating and explaining to the community of the world to try this. And I truly believe what have kept me here and what keeps everything together. Everything connects the dots as the time clock goes around with the big hand and the little hand. Today is Wednesday, tomorrow is Thursday. Routine, condition. I ask you to recondition yourself with this knowledge. I pray that we influence you for all positive emotions, and we do not promote nothing negative on this show. We love for you to share this and tell everybody to listen to Transitional Changes Mission podcast show. Because like I stated before on other shows, we are here for you.
That's
we
right.
are at ground zero.
Right here with you.
We're talking about this vaccine on this show. We're talking about a cure. We're talking about our opinions, but I'm going to elaborate a little bit about the vaccine. Now, I said all that about the history of a pandemic, comparing it to COVID-19. At that time, they gave out aspirins. At this time, they're giving out a vaccine.
Right.
Now, my opinion, I think it was made fast, and I think it's good to know that humans are intelligent, a different realm of reality. I'm going to elaborate more into a lot of other shows to how I'm going to explain to look at things different. In the reality side, scientists, humans, we always believe in ourselves. We are told to, conditioned to. But what ways we are trained and conditioned to believe in yourself or not know the power that is in you is a tragedy. What we are trying to influence the people is come back to yourselves. This ain't the oldest show that we have been promoting that. Because energy, I don't know if you felt it before, your hairs on your neck will stand up. You have made decisions in your life off of your energy. I believe that it is a distraction that deteriorate people to know their power. So I'm not going to judge the human scientist's ways of coming up to an answer because it's sadness everywhere. That's the normal condition of a brain. They have done studies of it and military strategies and tactics to slow down. If you are in a panic, you don't think straight. They're not just saying that, they have done studies on this. And I know this myself. I have done it myself in my history. But I have been reconditioning myself to slow down. And I ask people, just take your time, make your decisions, and all I'm expressing is my opinion about the vaccine. Now, the vaccine, like I said, is a good positive thing for the human ways of coming up with an answer. I ask, how do you feel about the vaccine? I'd like to know why Ohio in the nation, write to us at tcmissionspeaks@gmail.com, Ohio, and explain to us why 60% of the community in Ohio is rejecting the vaccine. What they not telling you on the media, what I feel like that is not promoted because they feel like this is an answer to the fear, is that a lot of people is not taking the vaccine. But even before the pandemic, it's people that they call, what they call them, a name, Queen?
Anti-vaxxers. I think that's what they call them.
They got their reasons. But I'm just elaborating, asking the audience to write to us about your answers on these questions.
Especially Ohio. We want to know what's going on up there. Not just the snow.
Yes. I asked another question. How many vaccines is there going to be towards this ending of this pandemic? There's a lot of them out now, but it's two mainly being used now.
Well, they got a new one, mutation of the COVID going on. They saying that the vaccines can, help protect against those, but they're not 100% sure yet. So maybe they might develop another vaccination.
Maybe that's the answer to why they got a lot of them out. We don't know. Write to us. So I also asked, finna make a statement. towards this whole thing.